Scottsdale, Arizona. Working on this big rope horse. He is he's a really nice rope horse. I've worked on him once before. I have a client out here who schedules 2 horses, and she doesn't own him. She owns the other one I'm going to be working on next. And she does not know this horse's name. She just schedules it for a friend of hers. So we'll just call him Rony. He's a red roan, but super nice, cute horse. So I'm going to check his hind end first. He's not really loving the pressure at the root of his tail just to begin with. He wants to walk around in a circle. Let's see, try to keep him in frame for you guys. But I'm going to put some pressure points here. Nice and responsive there. I like to see them be really responsive to these pressure points. I feel like if I have to put a lot of pressure on them to make them react to the pressure points, that they're probably not very reactive when they're under saddle. So the more responsive I can get them back there, I think the better for the rider. So he's a little antsy today. Last time he was nice and quiet, stood nice and still for me. But I think he may have been kept in his stall over the past couple of days because it was raining and his other stall got flooded out, so they put him inside the barn. But he's not really happy with the pressure right there behind the wheel. So I'm going to work it out a little bit. You can see the tail swishing there. He does have some, looks like the start of the saddle here on this left side. Back sore. Dropping with a little bit of pressure in there. Oh, there we go. Really nice release on that side. I really love working on these rope horses. They're just all business, usually super quiet. And they're so smart. Like you can just tell, you know, just by a little bit of work I've done on them already, just how intelligent this horse is. But he's just super quiet. He's really good for me. A lot of times if I feel like there's some soreness, you know, through this area here, up next to the wither and running down towards the pelvis, that usually tells me that there's an SI joint issue because these muscles right along here are extensor muscles, and there's a group of 3 that overlap here, and then they eventually attach to the rim of the pelvis right here. So if we've got a ilium on that side that's stuck down and back, and that's what's called a extension restriction, then that rotation back here is going to pull all these muscles here on this side of the spine, called paraspinal muscles, and eventually those things are going to get sore, and it shows up right here at the origination of those muscles right alongside the wither here. I'm going to adjust this right here. There we go. Already adjusted the pelvic side. Good. And then a lot of times once you do that, you get a lot more reaction in the pelvis with the pressure points. You can see that reaction there. That's what I want to see. I want to see it get more and more reactive as I go. Sometimes, you know, when you hit the extension pressure points in the front of the pelvis, You won't get any reaction at all, and that's really concerning. But the vast majority of the time that I experience that, as the adjustment goes along, it'll start to wake up, and then by the end, it's like they were perfect the whole time. So I love working with these pressure points, and just helping them get that movement back. So I'm going to see if I'll come around and touch the shoulder where I'm pushing. If he touches my hand, that's good too. It's actually better if he touches my hand, so I'm going to see if he'll rotate. Really, just kind of pausing there for a second. Oh, there we go. And a really nice release there too. These little shoulder pressure points are great because if you can get them to rotate all the way around like that and they're tight in the neck, a lot of times you can get the neck to release just like his did, and you don't really have to apply a whole lot of pressure, right? It's not where I'm actually doing a physical adjustment and getting in there and using force to get that joint to open up. But there's another really deep release there. Good boy. So anytime I get audible releases like that, I'm going to go back and forth one more time until I don't hear anything else. Oh, there's another release there. So I'm going to go back to the other side and do it again. Okay, so no release on that side. And now I'm going to check this out one more time. Make sure we don't get anything on this side. So nothing there. So that's what I do. I go back and forth, back and forth. If I get audible releases, I just keep going until there's no more. And the reason I do that is because when you get a release in the neck, say it goes around to the right shoulder and you get some audible releases there, well, that opens up those joints, and now he can rotate further around in the neck on that side, and he can potentially get more releases further down the neck. So if he's locked up at C5, C6, and he can't use that area to rotate around, he's going to use everything up higher than that, so he doesn't really have to engage that level because it's not moving properly. But once you can get that level to open up, now he's going to engage everything lower, and if those areas are stuck, you're going to get releases there too. So if I can get him to have audible releases, I'm going to keep on going until there's no more, and his movement is normal. He's getting to the shoulder and he's getting there properly. Then I'll stop hitting those reflexes. But if I keep getting audible releases, I'm just going to keep on going. Hello, gorgeous. Hope you're having an amazing day. Always get to see you on here. Yeah, my pleasure, Laura. Thank you. All right, so I am going to check his pole on the left and right, but just by judging how he's moving around to the shoulder, this area seems fine, and you can tell there's no reaction there. And also the gap that I'm checking between the back of the mandible and what's called the angle of the atlas, the first cervical vertebrae, is the same, or very close on both sides. So nothing to do there. I'm gonna lift him up, see if he can extend up the pole for me. He's pretty tight that way. I'm checking down towards his chest. And I'm going to put him on my shoulder and try to get him to come down and stretch out a little bit more. An extension at his pole. Sometimes with these rope horses, they're so tough, and they just don't show you what's hurting. I mean, they can just be so tough. So you have to really be able to feel their movement and feel their joint motion rather than relying on body language upon they can't really fake their muscle tension, so if it's swelling their body, that's really it's really tense, you know, like the muscles are really tight or the muscles are sore and you rub your fingers down there, you're going to be able to feel that muscle tension. But they might not react to it like it hurts because they're just so dang tough. So palpation skills are very, very important. Most horses, granted, you're going to get a reaction where something's hurting, but even if you get a reaction, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's where they need to be adjusted. Just because they're sore somewhere doesn't mean that that's the spot that's the cause of the pain. They might be compensating in that area, and the compensations are what's making them sore. So you really have to find where the cause of that compensation is coming from and fix that if you truly want to fix the problem. So that pull adjustment is really nice there. There's a little release up at the wheel. Just bring that out. Ooh, there goes his shoulder. This guy competed in Las Vegas at the World Series of Team Roping and did really, really well. Won his owner a lot of money. So it's cool to be a part of that team, keeping them feeling good. It's a great horse. Release there in that fetlock. You can see he's not very reactive. You know, even when he licks his lips, it's a pretty subdued lick. Just so quiet. Just like most horses, you know, most roping horses, he's definitely tighter on his left side. Roping horses and race horses, I would say 9 times out of 10, you're going to find that their issues are on the left side just because they're always going left. You know, race horses always turn left, rope horses always turn left, so they have more issues on that left side. His eyes are like, oh yeah. Good boy. Such a good horse. Whew. One thing about rope horses, they are so heavy. They always seem to have much denser bones than horses in other disciplines. And they're just, you know, they're so stout. They got all this muscle. Their bones are super heavy. They're just heavy, heavy horses. Gives me a workout every time I work on. Let's check these back legs. So I did adjust this left SI joint into flexion. So I'm gonna, you want to turn? It's always a challenge to keep them in the frames. They want to move around so much. Alright, let's check this side. Bring it up nice and tight. Flex this leg. I like to visualize that I'm bringing the fetlock up through the stifle. I'm doing this. The reason is the further forward I bring the leg, so if I bring the leg like this, you can see the fetlock is hot. As tight as compact as I can, so I can check that flexion movement through the hop, stifle, hip, and SI joint all at the same time. It's fine when you're stretching your horses if you bring the legs forward, that's no problem. the further forward you bring that leg, the more rotation you're going to get up at the SI joint. So that's a good thing. But I would also recommend stretching them nice and tight through here to get that stretch and flexion to the pedal and to the stifle. If you guys want to learn how to stretch your horses properly, you can go to my website, chiropractic.com. And I have over 90 minutes of content on there where I teach you with video tutorials how to properly stretch every major part of your horse with manual stretches and pressure point stretches. So take a look at that if you want to learn how to do that. Everyone wants to buy these gadgets and have people come out and pulse their horse and beamer their horse and red light therapy their horse, but man, if you just stretch them, you'll see a huge, huge difference. So check that out at sporthorsechiropractic.com. I'm going to get him to stretch his jaw. See, he doesn't really want to open his mouth a whole lot. I'm going to lift this a little bit. There we go. I'm going to stretch that jaw. There we go. Pressure point stretch to do for them. Not only does it help their TMJ and it stretches all those muscles that control the movement of the tongue, but it also stretches the pull out, gives them a big hit of endorphins. So after I do this, a lot of times they'll sit here and lick and chew and yawn and take big deep breaths and shake their head. Neurologically, it fires a whole bunch of mechanoreceptors that are inside of the TMJ. And whenever those fire, it sends positional information to the brain about what the position of that joint is. And the TMJ has more mechanoreceptors in the joint capsule than any other joint in the body. So it's kind of like a reset for the cerebellum when you flood it with all of this positional information. And then it can more accurately position its joints, or the joints that you're firing off, because it knows its position more accurately. That's why stretching is so good. When you stretch the horse, you're stretching those joint capsules, firing up those mechanoreceptors. Now the brain has a better idea of what the position is of the shoulder joint, and it can more accurately place its feet. That's a good way. Which you're not going to get that with pulsing and beamer and red light therapy. So it's really, really good. All right, so he's all done. So I'm going to disconnect here and move over to another horse. I'll walk you guys over there with me. And I'll get to your comments and questions as I'm walking over there. Just give me 1 second. I have the stall door open, so I don't want to pull off his halter until I get over there. Let's see. Appreciate all the comments, guys. Hello, Amarul. I don't know if I'm butchering that name. He's 12. Let me take this halter off and then I'll get to your questions. Oh, that's a good boy. He's such a cool horse. This is one that I wish I could definitely see more often, just because, you know, he's pretty amazing. I feel like he deserves it. Let me see. Hey Laura, my mic's not on again. All right, I'll go switch out the cable again. Can you guys hear me okay? All right. Okay, hey Falco, thanks again for joining and for the mic heads up. I don't know what's going on with my mic today. I'm gonna have to figure this thing out. Yeah, Laura, if you go to my website, it's sporthorsechiropractic.com. The link is in the description on the live, and you just want to click on the button at the top of the page. It should say Equine Stretching Course or Equine Stretching Masterclass, something like that, and then you'll be able to access it right there. I was thinking about getting a pivot, but you know, it swivels, but it doesn't really help me because I'm not going around in a circle, you know. I'm always moving around trying to be in a good spot to work on the horse and also give you guys a good view of where I'm working. But the swivel feature on the pivot doesn't really help me. I would have to move the stand to get in position or move the horse all the time. So, but maybe if I can get them to sponsor me and send me out one to try out, that would be cool. I almost need one that you can put on the railing of the stall and the thing can move, you know, up and back on the stall wall. All right, we got a little interesting contraption here. What's the deal? This is retarded. Let me disconnect this thing. No, I don't, Laura. I come on whenever I have an opportunity. Usually the clients are here holding the horses, and I don't go live, you know, when the clients are here. So whenever I have a chance to work on a horse by myself, I'll usually go live, but it's definitely not, you know, on a certain schedule. All right, so this guy's stall is a absolute mess. You can see all this. It's just a mess. So I'm gonna go out here and I'll hook this up right here. There we go. All right, hook this back up right here. There we go. All right. I've worked on this guy once before, and he was really nice to work with. Let's see. Let me do my notes from that last appointment real quick. Staying as far away from me as he can right now. Alright, let's see. His name is Mr. Z. He's 15 years old. I was surprised the first time I came out here and worked on him because he's so small. When she told me he was 15, I was kind of surprised about that. Alright, let me go grab this halter. Oh, so you're gonna go over by the phone when I'm not over there, huh? We'll just kind of go slow with him and see how he does. Make sure to charge him here. There we go. Hey, Boba. I think that's how you say it. Boba, Baba. Me, hello. Whoop. All right, let me rotate this back around. There we go. Sorry about that. Forgot I had it facing the other direction. Yeah, there's tons of mesquite trees here in Arizona. I had one in my own backyard, but the things just drop so many pods and they make a huge mess. I took it out as soon as I bought my house. Let's see. All right. Need to reset the mics. What is going on with my mics here? This is just crazy. Hope you guys can hear me okay. All right, let's turn them on. Let's try it. Let's try a reset. That's off. I swear I have so many problems with these mics. Can you hear me better now? I hope. Hey, Camille. Ugh. All right, I don't know. All right, can you hear me now? Is that any better? Hopefully. Yeah, so I have this, I'll show you here. I have this little pigtail here for the camera, right? And then this USB-C is plugged into the mic, and then this plugs in here, and then this plugs into the phone. That's my setup. Okay, thanks, Emma. You can probably hear me better when it's unplugged. If you guys can't hear me now, let me know. Can you hear me now, or only because I'm close to the camera? I got to get to work on this guy. But, all right. Thanks, Falco. I'll have to figure it out. Heading to Dubai tomorrow for 3 weeks, and I'm planning on using this setup while I'm there, so I'm hoping that's not an issue with the microphones themselves. Let's see. Looks like he was ridden this morning. He's got some pretty big sweat marks where the saddle pad would be, and they're very uneven too, really uneven sweat pattern. So I think this guy's going to need to have a saddle cover tonight. So I'll be recommending that for her for sure. Oh, that's a good boy. So you can see how responsive he is to these pressure points compared to the last horse I was working on. Just, you know, it can be very different from horse to horse. And this one's not used nearly as much as the other one. Oh, good boy. That one woke him up. Thanks, Natalie. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's super chill. He's 15 years old. Whoever's using those mallets, man. Somebody's using a mallet, you know they have no training, no certification, except for some, you know, yahoo teaching a weekend seminar somewhere. But that shit's not legal. It's not taught anywhere other than by some dude in Colorado teaching a weekend seminar. So best of luck if you're using someone that uses mallets on your horses. I've been doing this for 8 years. And one of my first clients ever is in on this live. Of course, his name is Louis. He is amazing. She's not bad herself. I'm going to flex him around, see if he'll touch my hand at his shoulder. Good boy. That's good. Left side of his neck right here. Looks like he was kicked in the neck at one point. Might be one of those Pharaoh's thumbs, but I don't think so. It's a little bit too big. But he's definitely tighter coming to the left than he is to the right. Ooh. It's so bright I can hardly see my screen. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I gotta fix the mic. I'm not sure what's going on. Thank you, Emma. Love you both. All right. Let's check him over here. So I got to check his pull here. Oof. Man, I just did a TikTok live about an hour ago. We had 50,000 likes on that sucker. That was crazy. I think the most I had before that was 20,000. It just kept going. It was awesome. That being said, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button for me, that'd be great. And if you're not following me, please consider doing so. Oh, there we go. Especially if you have horses, because I love to teach about anatomy and neurology of your horses. Just try to help you get your horses feeling good. Teach you some stretches. No, they're on. Yeah, the mics are on. They're connected. I don't know what the deal is. It's picking up my voice on the receiver, so I don't know what's going on, but I'll just talk up here as much as I can. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm on too many. Thanks, Laura. Appreciate it. Yeah, please give a like if you're watching. Greatly appreciate it. Likes and shares help us a lot. Oh, he's really tight right below that big indent too. So this is C4, fourth vertebrae. I'm gonna get him around here quite a bit. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna adjust that one. Good boy. I always like to give them a little bit after a big release like that, because you can see them process it. There you go. Get a big deep breath. A lot of times they'll start licking and chewing. Their head will drop. Their eyes get soft. So I just give them some time after those. That's good. Love to see their heads start dropping lower and lower and lower as I go along. Yeah, it's definitely some type of issue between the receiver and the phone itself. I'm not sure why, but I'll figure it out. Gotta get it fixed before Dubai. Yeah, thanks, Natalie. I'm gonna check his pull and extension here. So I'm just gonna lift his head up. He's really tight. He's really tight right at the base of his skull. You can see he's moving around. I'm just putting a little pressure there, not a whole lot. So that's left side, and that's right side. Left side is a lot tighter. Just a big ball of muscle over there. Oh, wow, that was huge. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that was huge. All right, good boy. That was a big extension release at his pole. This thing also doesn't want to sit still for me. Ah, just a wonderful day for technology, it looks like. Hello, Jiga. I'm not sure how you say that name, but hello. Ontario. Yeah, if I travel places, I try to post them on my Facebook page, on my Instagram, Natalie. So if you look on there, you follow me there, you'll see that. You'll see where I'm going to be going. All right, thanks, Laura. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I've had a horse try to kick me quite a few times. I've only actually been kicked twice, and the 2 times I was kicked, it was really my fault. And it wasn't like a big, like a huge kick. One just kind of got me in the kneecap, and the other one got me in the shin, but those 2 are both my fault. You also, thank you. There's something super special about these horses that you can tell are nervous or anxious about what you're doing, but they still let you do it. It's like he could pull this leg away from me at any time and take it back, but he doesn't. He just sits here and lets me stretch him out. You can see, I think you can see his face. I don't know. There we go. He just looks nice and relaxed, like he's enjoying it. That eye's kind of closing a little bit. That's just awesome. Just chiropractic is amazing physically, but there's a huge mental and therapeutic benefit to it as well for these guys. Some of these horses have been abused and they don't trust people. So just getting your hands on them and letting them realize that you're not going to hurt them is pretty special. Good boy. You can see he's paying attention. He's watching what I'm doing. He's letting me do it. Really nice release in that knee. Good boy. There we go. Stretch this leg out for him. Oh. Whoop. Power block started to fall down. It's a challenging day for technology for me, I guess. Let's try that again. Thank you guys for coming in on the live and sticking with me. I appreciate that very much. Come over here. Got an egg bar on that side, a normal shoe on the other. So anxious. So it's like he's a super sweet horse, but you know, you never know. You never know when they're just going to say no, you know, and kick you out. But most of the time, I don't think they're really trying to kick you to hurt you. They're just trying to get their leg away from you. So, you know, if he lets me pick it up like that, I'm not too concerned about him kicking. But that doesn't mean that, you know, I can't lift it up and cause him some pain, or, you know, he just gets nervous and kind of freaks out and kicks out. But they're just trying to take the leg back. So they're standing in a safe position so that they can kick back if they need to. You know, you'll be fine. Got some flies on it back there just swatting. You can see that look in his face. He's just anxious. Sometimes it just needs a little bit of love first. There we go. Oh boy. Boy. Yeah. That was good. Just a little bit of patience. It's a gelding. Oh, tighten this up a little bit. Sorry, I know my mic's not working. Hello, Devoda. Let's see. Awesome, Jose. Yeah, well, tune in. I love to teach people about the horses. So, yeah, tail wraps to keep it clean. So this is the tail bag for this one. Horse needs a chiro because he's an athlete. These horses perform on a weekly basis, and they need to be kept in shape just like human athletes do. Yeah, this phone's not a USB-C though. This phone has a lightning connector on it still. That's kind of the problem, I think. But I gotta upgrade my phone soon anyway. So I'm gonna stretch out his jaw here. You can see when he stretches the jaw, he also stretches his pull. So this is a really great stretch to do before and after you ride. Before, because you're getting him to stretch that pull out, and after, as a nice little cool down, when you pull that bit out of their mouth, you can help them relax that jaw by stretching them. And he needs his teeth done too, so I'll pass that on to the owner as soon as I'm done here. Yeah, he needs his teeth done really, really badly, so I'll make sure she gets that done. All right, he's all set. You guys don't mind hitting that like button for me one more time? I'd greatly appreciate that. I'm gonna let him go. If you guys have any further questions, go ahead and let me know before I head out of here. I know how to do a 20-meter circle. What's that? Yeah, I did him first. All right, I'm gonna go talk to this owner here. So you guys have a great day. Thank you very much for watching.